Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Idaho. Today we are going to attempt to summit Mount Borah, the highest mountain in Idaho. It is currently like 7:45, and you can see the sun is just finally rising behind me on the mountains in the background. We might be in the shade for a couple hours, but we are in for a work-in today. For you guys that are, it's Friday. For you guys that are working your 9 to 5, just know I'll be there right there with you. I'm not even getting paid. So I'm getting paid by views. So you can see we're in the Lost River mountain range. Behind me is another mountain range. I honestly don't know what it's called, but you can just see the very tip of where we're going today. Up in the distance on the horizon, that is Mount Borah at 12,600 feet. 664 feet maybe. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. This is gonna be a tough one. I think it's 3.5 miles, almost a mile straight up. That's pretty steep. I'm not in really ridiculous shape right now, so I'm just gonna take my time. Some of these posts say it's gonna take about 12 hours. We'll see. I don't know. I'm gonna give it my best. It's a little snowy. No one ever summits this time of year. I'm gonna do my best. So hang in there with me. I'm just excited to be here. It's just to see the views. Looks like we got some clouds coming in. Doesn't look like they have any precipitation with them, but you never know. So I'm gonna keep my eye on that, but I'm gonna start getting ready, change clothes, get my pack ready, and we're gonna start heading out. So thanks for coming with me. All right, this is what we got. 3 packets of maple oatmeal, and then this is what I'm bringing for lunch. Some processed meats, cheeses, and probably processed flour, but you do what you can whenever you're out here. Gotta wrap that up, and got some good old-fashioned mustard for lunch. So that's what I'm bringing. I also got some other like pistachios, trail mix, an apple. So I'm not gonna go hungry, but I'm gonna need all the calories I can get. So let's do this. And we're off. Not too far. My car's right behind me, and the clouds are still here. The sun is slowly creeping its way towards my direction, but the clouds have made it impossible to see my destination. Hopefully, if I keep going, I can get over it, and they're probably going to dissipate whenever the sun comes on this side of the hill, so I'm not too worried about it. I am worried about the snow. You can see there's snow all over the peaks, all around me. My optimism brought me here because we've had a really dry fall here out west, here Wyoming, Idaho, basically everywhere, except for like British Columbia has been nuked, but it's been a really dry fall. So that's the only reason I'm here, but I see the snow on the mountains. That's my pessimism talking. That I don't think I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna at least try to make it to 10,000, because right at 10,000 or 10,500 there's a snow field, and I don't have crampons, I don't have an ice axe, I don't have anything. So I'm gonna reevaluate there. I'll be able to get a good view of Mount Borah from there, which that's really all I'm here for, the views. So we'll see how I feel. I'm gonna reevaluate there. Those signs back there said 12 hours round trip, and it's like 8:30, so I don't really want to be walking in the dark. I mean, I can, but I don't love doing that. So if it's like gonna take me 5 hours or like 8 hours to get to 10,500, then I'll turn around there and make my way back, so I'm not hiking in the dark. But we're gonna at least try to get to that point. I don't know what these tracks are, but they're definitely bigger than a coyote. Maybe a bobcat, I don't know. Hopefully not a mountain lion. I don't think they're wolf. Who knows? All right, I've made it to a good stopping point. As you can see behind me, glowing on the horizon through the trees is my destination. I'm kind of a flat spot. There's some people here. This tree's got some tattoos, but really already really good views. Only about 1,200 feet up, 1.2 miles in. Over there in the distance to the Pioneer Mountains. I looked it up. That's what they're called. I'm just above the cloud line too, so now there's an undercast over the valley where I camped, but that's a crazy looking peak right there. Well, we're about exactly halfway into the summit, about a quarter of the way into the entire hike. And behind me is what I thought was Borah Mountain. I'm finally at the ridge. I'm gonna be on the ridge all the way to the summit if I'm able to do it. This is actually Borah Mountain. So you can actually see my car way down there. It's that little, I'll have to circle it right there. I'm gonna have to traverse this ridge all the way up along this, and there's a summit right there. So that's what I have left. That is a beast. That's a big boy right there. He's like 50 yards away from me and doesn't even hear me or see me. Oh, that is a big one. He's got his ladies with him. All right, it's about 12:15. I'm like 3.5 hours in, 3.37 miles, and almost 4,000 feet of gain. And I think I'm gonna have to call it. I came here just for some good views and some good exercise, and that's what I've got, that and more. So it's just getting to a point where I keep asking myself why, and there's not really a good answer. It's getting, you can see behind me, really steep, and I'm on the side where the sun hasn't been shining, so the snow is just, there's more snow here, and it's just getting a little ridiculous. I'm already probably a little sketched out on the way back down. I got a steep way to go. That right there, I haven't gone far really since the last time I picked it up. That's where the bighorn sheep were. But yeah, what a great view, great mountain. Sucks I couldn't get it, but maybe in the summer, August, September, that'd be ideal. Bring some people with me, come back and conquer this beast. But yeah, I'm gonna head down. I got another trip after this planned. I think I'm gonna go to Crater of the Moon National Monument here in Idaho. Check that out, camp for one more day, and that should be the video. So if I get down safe, I'll see you guys there. So you can kind of see where I would have had to go. That steep part right there is where I stopped. And then you can see the line, the trail goes right there. Focus. And then it goes up to the summit. But that's a steep cliff right there that you'd have to side hill. There's plenty of snow on it too. Look at all that. On the other side where the sun's shining. I think I made the right call. So as you can see, we were back at the Sequoia, and I do have to correct some confusion I had while I was out there. That big peak right there, that is Mount Borah. So I was only confused whenever I got to that saddle, and kind of like right in there, that saddle, that's where the bighorns were. But yeah, it took me 4 hours and 50 minutes, 6.5 miles, 3,888 feet of ascent. So even if I had like another 2.5 hours of climbing, or maybe 3, that it still wouldn't have been 12 hours. So I guess we did pretty good. And the sun's still shining, so I got plenty of time to make my way over to the Crater of the Moon National Monument. I'm gonna pick up some supplies while I'm there. I got hot dogs for dinner tonight that I'm so excited for. I gotta unpack here, probably snack a little bit, and I'm gonna hit the road. So let's go.
I can settle down and be doing just fine till I hear an old freight rolling down the line. Then I hurry straight home and pack, and if I didn't go, believe I blow my stack. I love you, baby, but you gotta understand, when the Lord made me, He made a rambling man. Some folk might say that I'm no good, that I wouldn't settle down if I could. But when that open road starts to calling me, there's something over that hill.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to day 2 of my Idaho trip. I know the plan was yesterday to go to the Craters of the Moon, but it got late and I was scrambling to find a camp spot before sunset. I found this beauty right next to this river. Made a fire, ate 5 hot dogs last night, so that was amazing. I think the plan today is head to Craters of the Moon. There's a hot spring along the way, so I think I'm gonna stop there and maybe relax some of my muscles in my legs. They're a little tight and sore this morning. So yeah, I think that's the plan. If you stuck around this long, thanks for joining me. And I'll see you guys all in the next one. All right, we are here at the hot springs. It's a little primitive. It's a free hot spring. You can see the steam coming up over there. It's on private property, so I think I read online that if it's open, it's open, but we'll see. There's a little trail, so I know this has to be right. But there's lava rocks all over the place. I'm in a lava crater national monument. I knew there had to have been a hot spring somewhere around here. There's no one here, no cars parked here. unless they're down the road, but not by me. So I'm just literally right off the highway. So we're gonna dip in.
To see. Sometimes it's hard, but you gotta understand when the Lord made me, He made a rambling man. I love to see the towns a passing by and to ride these rails neath God's blue sky. Let me travel this land from the mountain to the sea, 'cause that's the life I believe